Chicago Sky coach Tyler Marsh, who, guess what? Completely disintegrated all of these quote-unquote hate speech rumors from the Sky Fever game the other night. He's like, nah, sorry, I didn't hear anything. By the way, this is Angel Reese right after Caitlin Clark hit that three-pointer at the buzzer going into halftime. Guys, this game, this is what a sellout looks like. 17,274 fans, and it was fully sold out. It was...
Some moments in sports don't just surprise the crowd. They completely redefine what people believe can happen on the court. That's exactly what took place when Angel Reese, famous for her fearless attitude and dominating style, was suddenly taken out of the game with everyone watching. This wasn't your typical lineup change or a subtle coaching adjustment. It was a jaw-dropping call that stopped the entire arena in its tracks. Even the water bottles on the bench seemed still as Reese's piercing glare set social media ablaze. While many wondered if she'd keep her cool, Caitlin Clark recognized the opening, a chance to step up and show exactly who controls the spotlight in the WNBA. What followed kept fans glued to every second, anticipating the statement the league's fastest rising star was about to deliver.
Destroyed. Angel Reese trying to start a fight with Caitlin Clark to deflect the fact that she is getting her ass whipped. I mean, it's on. It is on.
No setup, no gradual lead-in, just pure basketball chaos erupting in real time. Watching Angel Reese get pulled from the game in front of a packed crowd felt like a shock twist straight out of a sports drama. This wasn't your usual lineup change or some clever tactical adjustment. It was unfiltered, high-stakes tension that had coaches exchanging uneasy glances and fans flooding social media with reactions. In a flash, the focus shifted away from the score to the mystery behind the moment, with everyone eager to see how Caitlin Clark would respond under the glow of the spotlight. The energy in the arena turned electric, as if everyone knew something big was about to happen.
You guys, there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway, on Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk. I find this rather interesting because it sounds like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese. And they want her to shoot.
The tension inside the arena was already stretched thin, and it only took the smallest spark to set it ablaze. A routine foul on Caitlin Clark, the kind of call that normally wouldn't even get a reaction, became the trigger. Clark, famous for her deep three-pointers and fearless approach, wasn't out there playing dirty, just her usual high-energy game. But this wasn't just another matchup. Her rivalry with Reese carried a long history: last year's NCAA showdown, countless viral clips, and weeks of subtle jabs across social media. Now, every whistle carried the weight of unfinished battles. The foul itself was minor, but in this charged setting, it felt like lighting a match in a room full of gasoline. For Reese, nothing about it seemed accidental. Every possession was personal, every referee's decision felt like a statement. The crowd sensed it too. This was bigger than basketball. It was pride, legacy, and two relentless competitors unwilling to back down. The air was electric, and everyone could feel the storm about to hit.
Destroyed. Angel Reese trying to start a fight with Caitlin Clark to deflect the fact that she is getting her ass whipped. I mean, it's on. It is on.
Clark said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck, what the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, won by...
The mood in the building flipped in a heartbeat. Angel Reese wasn't just frustrated, she was seething. Her energy radiated across the court, catching both teammates and opponents by surprise. The usual friendly edge of competition had disappeared. You could see it in her glare, in the tense set of her shoulders, and in every calculated, forceful step she took.
And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel...
It was like every ounce of restraint vanished. Reese's frustration boiled over, her focus locked entirely on Caitlin Clark. In that instant, the matchup stopped being a contest of basketball skills and turned into something deeply personal, a clash driven by pride and perception. This wasn't a playful exchange between stars. It was a collision between one player who felt underestimated and another celebrated as the league's next big icon. Reese's sharp, unyielding stare said everything. This was no ordinary rivalry. The tension rippled through the crowd, splitting them between those buzzing with excitement and those frozen in anticipation. Through it all, Clark stayed composed, her focus unshaken. She knew that greatness isn't just about scoring points. It's about holding your ground when the pressure threatens to break you.
Indiana Fever's currently putting the beats on the Chicago sky, and I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year, and I'm telling you right now,
Reese thinks learning the new offense is, quote, a transition for her in training camp, but thinks she'll be able to learn the new skill set easily. Quote, what's the point of me working on it if I'm not going to take the shot, ?
Instead of backing down, Reese closed the gap on Clark, igniting a shockwave of energy through the arena. The scene had all the intensity of a cinematic showdown, far beyond the feel of a regular season clash. Her posture spoke volumes, charged, relentless, and unapologetically raw. On the sidelines, reporters called the tension electric, while commentators speculated just how far the moment might escalate. Clark, however, never blinked. Steady, composed, and unshaken, she met the moment head-on. The air grew so heavy with anticipation that even veteran players took notice. From the stands came a mix of uneasy chuckles and hushed murmurs, each pause in the action adding to the suspense. Everyone knew they were witnessing a moment destined to be remembered, and through all the noise, Clark's cool, unshakable presence became the night's lasting image.
And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets...
Basketball player, refs got it right. Go on.
While the crowd crackled with anticipation, Caitlin Clark kept her eyes on the game, refusing to be swept into the storm. Her expression was pure concentration, unshaken by the noise around her. Then came the decisive moment. The coach pulled Reese from the court without hesitation. She marched to the bench, jaw clenched, as the internet erupted. X, formerly Twitter, lit up instantly, with heated arguments on both sides. Some applauded Reese's fire, while others called it a loss of composure. Clark supporters, meanwhile, flooded feeds with slow-motion replays and praise, pointing to her poise as proof of why she's become the league's centerpiece. Clark didn't need to clap back or make a scene. Her game did the talking. Her composure in the chaos wasn't just admirable, it was a statement that she's built for big moments. The tension only escalated from there, but Clark stayed locked in, reading every play one step ahead.
She says, you're effing crazy, something like that, blah, blah, blah. You crazy as F. What the F is wrong with you? I mean, my goodness.
It was just a good play on the basketball. I'm not sure what the refs saw to upgrade it, and that's up to their discretion after watching the initial whatever happened during the play and then whatever happened after. We watch a lot of basketball. It's a take foul to put them at the free throw line. I'd rather give up 2 points. I've watched a lot of basketball in my life. That's exactly what it was. I wasn't trying to do anything malicious. That's not the type of player I am. So, yes, was it anything?
Angel Reese wasn't backing down, even after the final horn sounded. When reporters gathered around post-game, she carried the same fire from the court into her words. No sugarcoating, no pulling punches, just unfiltered passion from a player unwilling to let anything slide. This wasn't simple frustration. It felt like a statement, a line drawn in the sand that the rivalry had officially crossed into personal territory. Her voice was firm, her body language unshaken, and her message unmistakable. Behind the curtain, whispers spread that the NCAA was already reviewing the footage, aiming to guide the public conversation towards something more positive. On the other side, Caitlin Clark stayed above the fray, skipping the verbal sparring, keeping her focus locked on the game, and letting her performance tell the story. Reese grabbed the headlines, but Clark quietly seized the narrative, proving that mental dominance doesn't require a single controversial word. As the back-and-forth fueled debates and fan anticipation, one thing became clear: this saga was only just beginning.
And Caitlin Clark, I hear busting that flat out, bruh, triple dub. And I don't want to hear none of that stat padding stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play. Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
We need to talk about the hard foul. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese while going up for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this. And me, I'm looking at it like, look, it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response, right? How she responded to the hard foul. And obviously you can see there's still a little hate. There's still a little hate out there. But I'm going to say this, WNBA, lean in on this.
Even Reese's coach looked worn out, as if the night had taken a toll far deeper than the numbers on the scoreboard. In the post-game presser, he sidestepped the toughest questions with careful phrases like, "We'll address it within the team," clearly hoping the league would step in before the situation escalated. Fans were sharply divided. Some praised Reese's fire as a sign of her competitive spirit, while others wondered if these emotional eruptions might become a pattern. Online, the discourse grew intense. Highlight clips painted a vivid contrast, jumping from Reese's heated reactions to Clark's steady, calculated execution. One meme went viral: Reese's piercing glare on one side, Clark's precision assist on the other, chaos versus control. Through it all, Clark stayed steady in her routine, exchanging handshakes, posing for photos, and quietly embodying the definition of professionalism. Her unspoken point rang loud and clear: skill wins games, but discipline defines greatness.
Flagrant foul. What was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know? If, either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player.
On one of the WNBA's most heated nights, Angel Reese's emotions grabbed the headlines, but Caitlin Clark earned the spotlight. Tension spiked after Clark delivered a hard, clean foul, and Reese's frustration boiled over, transforming a tight contest into must-watch drama. Benched and visibly fuming, her reaction ignited a storm across social media. Some fans applauded her fire, others questioned whether composure had been lost. Meanwhile, Clark never wavered. She drained shots, set up teammates, and carried herself like a veteran under the brightest lights. While the online world dissected Reese's every glare and gesture, turning them into memes and even merch, Clark's poise became the blueprint for leadership. Coaches noticed. Broadcasters noticed. Fans noticed. Because in sports, pressure doesn't just showcase skill, it exposes character. And on that night, Clark's composure outshined every stat line.